Hello, SK Fosu. How are you doing? I hope you are doing good.
Why are you running?
What's no debate?
What's no debate?
Why?
What
Are you running?
So what's the way you do, man? Faber, what young court debate? Some Muhammadian ya. What pana? Why is so fate? Man, Penina wouldn't draw. What kind of like day? I'm a test war. Some trap, mamma, don't point it. Young men when I will see so. Ghana for will be a soon. I'm a more one into your hook. Prosperity will judge you, Muhammad Akai, South Radio, do so. Besides Kanda, the cash for seat, America, Ghana card, BDS, excavator, no would you be? Waman Ghana, Cassia, Batonia, what do I your mind? No, everyone. Don Muhammad Winnie was on, Becky and Woman Nancy, Kong Kong, Kwasian Tachi, bribery, GPS, YV, was 15 million contaminated, hey, yeah, but when you are here, wouldn't trust I know friend me. I was one yane, we've been telling mammy. Debate in the multi-million yane. Good Numa, we see you, clearing agent, you do good. Cathedral, dance for heaven, found online, get a good book, your achievement, SHS, yeah, exams, no answers, appointment, ex-girlfriends, yeah, you are mine. Abandoned the mama, so one tears here the other. I thought so be back, and you win your win, yes, abandoned the mama, so one tears here the other. I thought so be and you win your win, yes, mama, abandoned the mama, mama, great, mama, mama, abandoned the mama, abandoned the mama, abandoned the mama, so one tears here the other. I thought so be and you win your win, yes.
Are you running?
What's no debate?
Why are you running?
What's no debate?
Why?
What's no debate?
Why? Are you running?
So what's the way you do, man? Faber, what young court debate? Some Muhammadian ya. What pana? Why is so fate? Man, Penina wouldn't draw. What kind of like day? I'm a test war. Some trap, mamma, don't point it. Young men when I
SK Fosu, I see you.
I'm a more one into your hook. Prosperity will judge you, Muhammad Akai, South Radio, do so. Besides Kanda, the cash for seat, America, Ghana card, BDS, excavator, no would you be? Waman Ghana, Cassia, Batonia, what do I your mind? No, everyone. Don Muhammad Winnie was on, Becky and Woman Nancy, Kong Kong, Kwasian Tachi, bribery, GPS, YV, was 15 million contaminated, hey, yeah, but when you are here, wouldn't trust I know friend me. I was one yane, we've been telling mammy. Debate in the multi-million yane. Good Numa, we see you, clearing agent, you do good. Cathedral, dance for heaven, found online, get a good book, your achievement, SHS, yeah, exams, no answers, appointment, ex-girlfriends, yeah, you are mine. Abandoned the mama, so one tears here the other. I thought so be back, and you win your win, yes, abandoned the mama, so one tears here the other. I thought so be and you win your win, yes, mama, abandoned the mama, mama, great, mama, mama, abandoned the mama, abandoned the mama, abandoned the mama, so one tears here the other. I thought so be and you win your win, yes.
running?
What's no debate?
Why are you running?
Yeah, what's no debate?
Why?
What's no debate?
Why?
What pro bege? Tell them
Why are you running?
So what's the way you man? Fabe what young court debate. Sama Hamadi nya. What pana? Where is your faith? Man, penina wouldn't draw. What kind of like day? Na me tell so. Sama tu abama me don't point it. Yan win when I will be so. Ghana for no be a soon. I'm more one into your hooto. Prosperity will judge you. Muhammad a kind of afraid you do so. Besides scandal, the hoodie, cash for seat, Ghana card, BDS, excavator, no would you be? One man Ghana, Cassia Batonia, what do I your mind? No, anyone. Don Mahama Winnie was song, Becky and one man Nancy Kong Kong. President GPS, YV, but 15 million contaminated bread. Hey, yeah, but you know, what are we done? What in cross I know you money, or you for money, we didn't tell money. Debate ready a multi-millionaire. Mugun Numa, we see you, clearing agent, you do good, Cathedral, then for heaven, power online, the green book, your achievement, SHS, yeah, exams, no answers, the appointment, ex-girlfriends, yeah, who are mine, abandoned dear mama, so one tears here, the other, I thought so be beaver, and you win your sa, abandoned dear mama, so one tears here, the other, I thought so be beaver, and you win your sa, mama. Abana dia mama pa Blade mama pa Abana dia mama pa Abana dia mama pa so when tia sia dia do I thought so bibi bo and you mean you
Why are you running?
Hello, good evening, guys. Good evening again. Good evening. I hope you guys are doing good. Yes, tonight we have a very important issue to talk about. Things that are happening in America today, right now, as I'm talking to you. I want to give you guys an update. And it's very serious. Please share the video. And let's move on. It's very important that you know what is happening in America and how the elections could be affected. It's a very serious issue. So please, let's try our best and share the video and let people come in here. Please keep on sharing. Guys, come, let's have a very simple talk. Come. Yes, keep on sharing, guys. This is very important. Keep on sharing. Guys, keep on coming. We need to talk. This is a serious issue that we need to talk about. Yes, we need to talk about this. It's serious. Yes, guys. Yes. I only see 2 shares. Guys, keep on sharing. I only see 2 shares. Keep on sharing. Let's blast a little bit and let's move on and talk about more things that are about to happen in America. Come on, let's go. I want to see more shares. Yes, I see you guys coming. I want to see more shares. This is very important. Very, very important. We can't play about this. We can't play with this. This is a very serious issue. It's very, very, very serious. Yes, it's very serious. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. I see you guys. Come on, let's go.
Run up your wet money. Mama, mama, mama. Organ number 2. Mahani. Suku wadai. Hospitals. Akwe papa. Second of the year. Ye bedi ye. Ye humba toye. Ma, 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 ma. Oh, 1 million jobs, mama. Oba beyo. Obeye. Obeye. Organ number 2. This year, luko, luko. Luko, luko. Luko, luko. Translate. Eyezu, eyeza. NDC, miya wezo. Alada nizongo. Kamami. Ingelezo. Kana bebia. Translate. Number 2, number 2, economy, galamse, youth employment, more jobs, Ghana yende, Boto munye, translate. Organ number 2, number 2, December, to Abana Mama Hama, Miss Now, Nipoto, Miss Now, Mama, Organ number 2, Mahani, Suku Wadai, Hospitals, Akwe Papa, Sagana Beya, Yebedi Ye, Yahumba Toye, Ma, 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 Toma Mahama, Organ number 2. The nation builder, Mahama, run up your wet money. Mahama, Organ number 2, Mahani, Suku Wadai, Hospitals, Akwe Papa, Sagana Beya, Yebedi Ye, Yehumba Toye, Ma, 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 ma. Oh, 1 million jobs, Mama, Oba beyo. Obeye. Organ number 2, this year, luko, luko. Translate. Eyezu, eyeza, NDC, miya wezo. Alada nizongo. Kamami. Ingelezo. Kana bebia. Translate.
Sabor
Mahama, Miss Rao, Miss Rao, the Poto, Miss Rao, Mama, Mama, Organamatu, Mahani, Sukuadai, hospitals, Aquapapa, Sagana Beya, Yebediye, Yahubatoye, Ma, 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 Ma,
And it's yeah.
Toma Mahama, Organamatu, Sikababa, Mahama, Sahoto Baba,
Hey, hey, Joe.
Translate.
Yes, guys. I hope you guys are doing good. I want to say hi to you, wherever you are, whoever you are on here. I want to say hi to you. So please say hi, and then I can be able to say hi to you. Yes, tonight I want us to talk about very simple things that is going to be happening happening in America. Keep on sharing. How many shares have we got? SK Fosu, I see you are on here. Yes, let's talk about some very, very simple stuff. Yes, SK Fosu, thank you so much. Now, this evening, I was hearing so many things, and I decided to go to the gun shop. And I decided to go to the gun shop and just go and walk around there. So, when I went, I saw so many people over there. So many people. And these are the bullets I went to get, if you can see it. See? I want to buy bullets. So, when I got there, I saw so many people. So many white people. So many white people. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I screamed like, what the heck? So I was just standing in awe, and I saw people, all these white people in that place buying guns. Those who don't have them are buying and applying and all that. And I asked myself a question. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I drew close to one of these white people, and I asked the question. I'm like, guys, so what the heck is happening over here? Right? And then he started explaining to me that I should know what is going on. I'm like, no, I don't know what is going on. Tell me what is going on. And then he was like, there could be a civil war in America. I don't believe in that. I don't believe it could. I don't believe it could. But guys, if I tell you how serious Trump followers or Trump supporters. Hey, Ernesto, how are you? Good. Today I have some breaking news for you. Come and listen. Share, come and listen. Ernesto, so, like I said to you, today I went to buy bullets. I wanted the bullets because I have only, I have 2 pistols. So I have 20 in this one, 20 in this one. So I have only 40. So, so I went there, wanted to go get bullets. I want to go get bullets, 50 pieces. So I can have extra, because I don't have any extra. Guys, challenge me do hono. Abrofuna ye gun shop ho ma. Bullet asa, upe bullet awunya. Etu a me pe kwa me kopa kotokra menya. Na the way abrofuna ni abreno. The way abrofuna ni abrena. Womu totuo. Omuto tuo no muto bullets no. Masa jai airtime. Eti me draw through close to one guy look at me say they are going to Supreme Court. And no ma automatically mammy say, you know what? I'll go on the Bush election no anka what do you call his name? Anka Bush would have been a one-term president. But they went to Supreme Court and they overturned the election. And Bush became the second-term president. And Al Gore couldn't win the election. Masa, the secret of it is that they did not give it to Bush because Bush won the election. They did not. The secret is that they gave it to Bush because Bush had the agenda. They gave him an agenda. And the agenda to be able to fight Saddam Hussein. That is the main agenda of Bush. And when we overturn the election, just because of that. But Al Gore won it. But when they went to Supreme Court, they overturned the election and gave it to Bush. And that's how come Bush got the second term. Unia, we are in danger. Enti me bompa say the reason why I'm out for buefu Biden no I'm out for buefu Biden nipa Toronto post buefu Biden ni nyina e ade bako. Biden policies are odi bano. Americans don't like it. Number one, we have a constitution. We have something we call the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, orders that every citizen of the United States will bear arms and ammunitions. And I hear say, Trump protected that particular amendment, which is the Second Amendment, that every citizen must bear arms. And the reason is that it is believed and suspected that maybe 6 months to a year, maybe they may push away, Biden. When they push Biden away, after they push Biden away, Kamala Harris is going to be the president. And then who becomes the vice president? And then Nancy Pelosi becomes the vice president. And then 2 women are going to be running America. Now, number one agenda is that they do want to make sure, say, the amendment, which is the Second Amendment, is pushed away. So that Americans will not have all their rights of buying their guns. Now, number one thing you don't know is that Biden is trying the policy bakwa or the buy and say there were pre-ban magazine. Pre-ban magazine no in say NRA National Gun whatever regulations or whatever. Woman ya muye tuonu, they make guns and all that. When they make the gun, they make 15 magazines. So 15 magazines no. Mimi State had no. They have banned 15 magazines. Delaware has 15 magazines. But here in Massachusetts, they have banned the 15 magazines. So every magazine that any citizen of the United States living in Massachusetts is supposed to have 10. So if it's supposed to be 10, she say NRA4 Shipito and anybody in this country who is a gun manufacturer say auditor ban Massachusetts and was say a two magazine 2 na ka ho no and was say a straight out 10 loading 10. It cannot be more than 10. What I say. But it used to be that people had the 10. People had the 15. Now 15 now, they put a ban on it. So when they put a ban on the 15, now the ban which were already made, that was in the system, are called pre-banned magazines. And the pre-banned magazines, are 15. You can only have it if you already bought it a certain year. Now, pre-banned magazine, a year 15. To say upe pre-banned magazine of Glock pistol, you are going to get it over $90 or $114. You can buy them, but it is very expensive because that is a 15. If the police knew who no load 15 any problem. A pre-ban magazine unini problem. Now Biden adjenia or the election or the winning election or the ban say or babe banny semi-automatic guns. Semi-automatic guns aye tua ukura umyaso cow. So say a 50 the woman you can keep pushing it and it's going to behave or shoot like an automatic. Now I'll give you the difference. Now automatic it keep on going espresso and yes automatic guns. It is to say United States baby no Oma banning automatic weapons. But those who had the automatic weapons before they banned it, gets to keep it. So now Biden wants to come in and take away the semi-automatic guns from the system. Tell me, into machine gun bia eto cow. And we are semi-automatic. Uno say ya ento. This is all you say. Automatic guns una ye. Uno say bakwa na iko na espresso. Now Biden wants to come and ban semi-automatic guns. Send your beya. Americans will not be able to buy any more semi-automatic guns. It's America boafu. It is saying obia told you to atoho or more to atoho. If it's banner, the air yakra can cry and say. Besides, say obe banning semi-automatic weapons, or better ma tax of semi-automatic guns into America na tuo bebre ebia 5 guns. Now you are going to pay taxes on each gun. Obet Makata say you are going to pay $100 on each gun. Nipa will to bebre. Eti now no, we want buy 10 guns no. Obet Makata say you are going to pay $100 of each gun that you have. Into over 50 guns and our 20 guns you are going to pay $100 each. And a magazine bia will be no. You are going to also pay taxes on the magazine. Biden no. Now, I don't know how true this is, but Biden, utumi who said ni re fear there. Wanyi, etino, they are telling me say they are going to vote a no confidence on Biden maybe in 6 months or in a year to clear him off the seat. And when they clear him off the seat, now Kamala Harris is going to be the president. And in America, or just like Ghana, if the president is voted no confidence, there are certain people in the government that can bring a no confidence on the president, meaning the president is not able to function in his capacity as a president. And so if Kamala Harris becomes the president, then what will happen is that it allows the House Speaker, the Speaker of the House, to become the vice president. And if she becomes the vice president, then it means that two women are going to be leading this country. And they are predicting that this country is going to be crazy, it's going to be messed up, it's going to be crazy, and they are going to change everything in this country. Because Kamala Harris stands that she does not want semi-automatic guns. If Biden don't do it, they'll vote a no confidence on Biden, and then Kamala Harris will come in so that she can be able to come and fight so that Americans will lose their semi-automatic weapons. Inyanum ohaw ni nie. It is say obi atoto everybody is buying guns. Everybody is selling guns. To me, by mistake, and I'm because I'm got bullets, and because who near Kosovo. I'm suspecting a foul play that if we are not careful, when Trump goes to the Supreme Court, if we're not careful, they are going to turn the elections. Because in the United States Constitution, I'm telling you, if you have an elections, 39 days of the election, if you feel that you are ahead, the election can be turned. The election can be turned. It has happened before. So that is my fear. And a banner sa, if you ask a baby, be a wohono. It's a Ghana for Mr. Christmas way before December 7th. Mr. Ubia koto aduane, e mo botokora to bacho mo wa brochire ha no. Mbo modian se mo betumi ato e mo boto, e bro boto, any sugar, any gari, any milk, whatever. Aduane bia ubetumi ato asiwe e betumi di more than 30 days no. Mo mama busuafo, na mo busuafo ento insiwo just in case. Say BBC or Ghana, just in case, BBC or Ghana, people will have food to eat until tension comes down. Because the BBC Ghana for a hand to mouth. Enti misramo, momba modian say, bebo mo busuafo, na mo busuafo nya aduane. Busuafo nya aduane. Insisi ho, just in case say BBC, nobody is going to be hungry. Pacho, munto nshunguo, pia water number 2. Munto ma munguo ma busia, 20 pieces are montonsie just in case BBC they will have water to drink. Just for the precautions. They be uye nipa now tenase now o planning nyama o planning nyama ebeboa o planning nyama ebeboa men tenase nkasa bibia ensi bomodia se wo ube make sure say wo boa we bushafo ana wo nkasa no wo boa ho asie wo sika o banka before 7 December kona ko yi puti na fa share ho just in case say if banks can open her you have money on you. I am trying to prep you guys, those of you who are in Ghana. Don't trust the system. The leaders we are talking about that are in charge are not that serious. It could pay sika fa share ho per cash they mo do fa share ho. Would then close to account no. You can say 1.5 je na fa be sie ofie. Ebia ubenya tika ubeto gari wo kwanchen and ubeto aduane e wo baabi abedi. Because if anything happens, banks won't open. Nobody's going to open a bank. Nobody's going to come and fill the ATM. Robbery is going to be going on. It will be some mumba modia. Na mun try. Say, mumba prep muhu. You prep yourself very well for anything that is going to happen. Brace for impact. Let's come for a break. Please share the video, and let's continue. We're going to be back. Let's share the video and see how far we're going to go. And I'll come back with the next segment. How can the election be turned after winning both electoral college and the popular votes? Yes, Ernesto Clever. When I come back, I am going to answer that question.
Wanu no penti na yetiasio ayono na omayan kwasa yentiasi yadana sio eniti yabama no kwa chikru wanesu na yabo ready Messi yabama Siasene radiado wanu no penti na yetiasio ayono na omayan kwasa yentiasi yadana sio eniti yabama no kwa chikru wanesu na yabo ready Messi yabama
Seda a refrain woni pa ho enso da me pa ya ne se mi remfi papa waya me esie ne ka jania sedo a refrain woni pa ho ade aba ko na mesra ne se mi remfi papa waya me na se mi bun kompon ko shemechi baby am friend baby am di o therefore why now better me away I said, Miss Susu, Sissy, stand by and take account. Or therefore, wait there, it had to be you. That's right. I said, me boom, pom, pom, kosha mechi. Baby, I'm a friend, baby, I'm a day. therefore, one now better me away. As I miss so so say, stand by and take account. Or therefore, wait there, it has to be you. Empty money, oh, money, oh. I don't throw a salute, yeah, money, oh, money, oh, money, oh. I jump into chamo, money, oh, hey, money, oh, money, oh. I don't throw a salute, yeah, money, oh, money, oh, money, oh. I jump into chamo, money, oh.
Yes, guys, welcome back. Now, my brother beside me question be, Ernesto, beside me question be, I want to put the question up there. So we are all going to see the outcome of the video. I mean, what is going on? Now, you ask a question. You say, how can election be turned after winning both electoral college and the popular votes? When I go any Bush a year elections, okay, I say I go, we need both the same thing. So, say Trump within 39 days, to me prove say ampa vote to be by later. They can recount, and when they recount, the issue is that it's going to be hard for him to how do you call it, to win this game at court. But don't get me wrong, Trump Basono or the judges are Supreme Court judges are wodo matter so no. And you or no in the bit to me because Attorney General I wanna say or no bit to me ama Attorney General judge or no feel so obey to me abuano or no and a bit meka. It is a Trump choose mami obey ya what did the two of them say yeah car or say own tea. So automatically or no any other Supreme Court judges who are in favor of Republicans, it could be very hard that they will win if they are patriotic. But according to their secret and sources, if they are able to prove beyond a doubt, they could cut some of Biden's electoral votes because they are saying, say, Omudia abani bi akan ho. It's omudia abani bi akan ho dia. And yet they are going to cut those ballots that came in late, Any baby almost yeriano. I'm telling you, bro, the world is not a fair place. I'm telling you, how many ever people that are on that are just waiting for this to happen, Jack, you don't even have the idea. You don't even have the idea. A lot of people voted for Trump. And now, according to say, we cry foul. If the foul now we cry no. If they take it to Supreme Court, don't know to sue on one judges because still he's still the president. Still, he's still the president. It may be hard that he will prove the benefit of the doubt. Say, abadi be bamu late. Now, abadi be bamu later. I hate and they can know all that and know that. But I never come to me catch on and say, states nana United States 51 states in the world American no. It is the governors, it is the state that would declare a winner in the state. And the good thing is that States ni nyina na by the winning, you know. And you nyina na Democrat, but a Republican. But once it says say he has won, no, they cannot lie because it's a serious perjury. And I'm telling you, Senators ni bino and kasa Republicans ni bikrano and I would say Trump will lose elections, no? Because Trump has the power of the people. We are rough, not Trump catch that will say more to about my obioma or to about my obioma. And the people went under him. People went under him and kept quiet. Because of Trump bufus here, your career is done. It's done. You are finished. If that's the case, yes. Ernesto, that is the point. That's the point. He brought a lot of judges. But the good thing is that judges, you know, they believe in their job, they believe in their work. It's a beer. Emma Asemunsi. But to be honest with you, know, Trump has unstabilize America. Trump beat me. Easy. If Trump wants to complicate America and destabilize America, Trump can do it. You know why? Because he's got a lot of followers that are ready to do anything for him. And how if you deploy a saying National Guards, deploy soldier for, deploy FBI na there, any National Police na there. I'm a woman to me, abwa akame 10% down. But the amount of guns citizens of the United States have, womu kromu to kraba bro Ghana photos. Yanka ayi police for soldier for. Me say citizens na womu wo kronimu amu. They have more guns than Ghana and Nigeria put together. Like I say, they have guns more than Nigeria police, army, and whatever, and Ghana police and order. They have more sophisticated guns. It's your problem bakwa you wanna know. The other thing is that they may flag him and let him not. Don't forget, say no. Obiani what declare Biden the president-elect, not officially. And the results now, Abano, now it's called projected because Trump the court until now officially no. He is the projected president, or he is the elected president or president-elect. I'm telling you this. They have not officially let him know, say, he is elected because there is a case in court about his legitimacy and elections. Until you assemble Nipo, cross your fingers because American people will hail Trump. If Trump comes back and the election is overturned, it could be overturned. It is a civil war. Mame, a civil war, papa, a civil war. A be who are Ghana, a be who America. It is complicated. But at the same time, I had Ghana. To the judges now, when mistake, they will be held responsible. But at the same time, they have done it before. Republicans had a lot of judges. It is the rule on behalf of, how do you call it, the Bush. Your bumpire say, and Manasa. about the Sadia. Now, to say, you know, man, I say, media, I get a me pen say, come kota, na Ghana for your election. Ghana for your election, you na Mahama Vinia. Memfa hubium. What I say, memfa hubium. Na Mahama Winnie. Because if this guy's election is overturned towards him, then it means that we are in trouble again. Then that will give Nado the power again and misbehave, even though we know that he's going to be removed. That is going to sort of gather a little bit more momentum for him. And we don't want that. We don't want that. You know, a problem. Some your how. Let's get our fingers crossed. Let's get our fingers crossed. Say, if we make sure, say, these things and these issues, no, you better not so bonnet embem. Because a bonnet bemwa, your how can see it, and your asudi can see it, and the how and a bebre America grow. But media me omo process ni di esen Ghana process no, because Ghana process ni there any judge can do anything anytime anyhow anywhere and fa no ho. But we don't want that to happen to us. I don't make us say bompaye na nyakopo mbie kwan bompaye na nyakopo mbie kwan. What I say, it's yama empire bo enye dene. Na Ghana so there was problem. My first story Rembra, national story we. I'm giving you this story. I want you to listen to this story. This stupid guy over here. Abroya DC. Chasema Okayo. Look at what Abroya DC said. Don't know if I should break the screen into two and then do it. Sheminuanom Abronya DC ebeka nkwasi asem bi na asem a Abronya DC kae no asem kese pa mo mfa me ndi agro mo ye ni nda ye ho so Abronya DC say Abronya DC o say elections no the esi wa ayawa so Wogon West no or say Saade na esi ye no or say it's just a practice or say it's just a practice. Can you believe that? Or say it's just a practice. It's not just say I bring you this as some more canon. They say there is more, there could be more mayhem in Ghana on this election. But mental bet. Because Ekufuado, a church macho man cat, say, umko wear your ballot boxes. And you know, Jamaica Chemunina say, Mommy in Daho, our Ghana ho. Mommy in Daho. Now, Mr. I gun tutorials. Mr. gun tutorials. Now, me gun tutorials. Make sure how to handle guns, how to play with guns, and all that. So the beya Ghana for months na say na kwasi ampenyi bi entra say embebo musu dwe embese munyema. What I say? Ha. Yeah. Now, let me play a video for you so you can see. Now, everybody is training on guns now.
And at that time, it was purely whom you know.
Ahead of the U.S. election, Americans
And
are
so,
buying guns
because
in
my parents weren't
unprecedented
here,
in expectation
it
among
looked
some
like my
sectors of the
destiny
population
had been
of massive
changed.
civil unrest,
Guys, hold on for a
the
minute.
result is known.
Let me pause this.
and so a person who was supposed to go to university to do architecture, I found myself at the nursing school doing nursing.
In the damage
And initially, it didn't look right. Pick up the key a little bit.
Guys, make sure video be see why.
And the year is not over yet. For an accurate read on the political pulse in America, don't check the ballot boxes. Count the ammunition boxes. Ahead of the U.S. election, Americans are buying guns in unprecedented numbers, in expectation among some sectors of the population of massive civil unrest once the result is known.
You had the rioters in the streets, but you also had the police standing down. And when a group of police officers are ordered to not intervene in the damage and destruction of honest citizens' properties, honest citizens will intervene next time.
While no central figures exist, the FBI says they processed close to 30 million firearms background checks this year to date, each one done when a gun is sold. Private firms estimate that the real number might be closer to 17 million. Those numbers still eclipse all previous years. And the year is not over yet. Uncertainty over the coronavirus pandemic created a run on guns. More than 4 months of rioting and racial unrest spiked those sales to a fever pitch.
Because of everything that's happened this year so far, whether it's, again, the pandemic itself, whether it's racist violence, which is a long-standing pandemic, whether it's unease about the election, I think, again, that those things are causes for spikes.
Across the United States, some Americans are preparing for violence in the aftermath of what many expect to be a highly charged election, in a year that already has seen politically motivated murders.
You know, it's your right, it's your duty as a citizen of the United States of America to be able, one, to defend your person and your property, but also to work with other like-minded people to protect your country,
Militias on both the left and the right have declared their intention to take to the streets if they feel their candidate has been cheated. Nor are the new gun sales relegated to the usual demographics. Gun stores report that African-American women and Democrats make up the bulk of first-time buyers. But the tense climate is a nightmare for law enforcement trying to weed out legitimate threats from rising political tempers.
We live in a time where people are radicalized to violence, not only to the actually committing acts of violence, but move from a relatively normal state of mind to a radicalized ideology very quickly. And so that creates a lot of challenges for law enforcement.
Storekeepers are already preparing in the expectation of post-election riots, but the potential for armed bloodshed has never been higher.
Guys, some
5
of them.
states, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Oregon, all at high risk of election-related
militia violence. That's according to a study by Militia Watch and the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project. But who are these groups? NBC News correspondent Cal Perry got rare access to the leaders of this growing movement.
Self-described militias are becoming a regular sight on the streets of many American cities, often dressed head to toe in military fatigues, often with firearms strapped to their chest.
We are security and we do uphold constitutional rights for people, whether that's, I tell people this a lot of the times, whether that's our constitutional rights or others.
Nick Alsager leads the group BEAR, Brothers on Equal Amendment Rights.
Do you think that's inciting, standing on the street with a...
No, because you got to remember, you have the right to hold a weapon no matter what. I think it's people making an assumption based on what they believe.
We tried that earlier, they separated.
We've seen you out in Frankfurt, in Louisville. Why does your group come out on the streets?
To make sure everything remains peaceful when they're out there protesting.
Tara Brandow is the leader of another militia that she says has over 80 members. We've seen them outside Kentucky's Capitol, heavily armed at rallies against COVID restrictions and on the edge of demonstrations for Breonna Taylor.
We don't want the towns burnt down. We don't want anybody shooting each other.
But law enforcement says a militia presence makes their job more difficult.
It does not help the situation. It only exacerbates the situation.
The police are doing all they can, but they got their hands tied and a lot of people against them.
Guys, we've got to keep our composure. You understand? We cannot put our hands on somebody like that.
And the increased presence of these militias has led many in the city to take precautions.
We have the Revolutionary Black Panther Party who is doing our security.
Are you worried about the presence of militias in Kentucky?
I'm definitely worried about the presence of militias in Kentucky, especially since the legislative body that I serve in voted to allow people to open carry without a permit. Our legislative body has been very clear that it supports institutional and systemic racism. It's sending the message to these white militias that you're welcome here in Kentucky.
Do you think that some of these white militia groups are racist?
Well, some are, and some of the black groups are racist too. I don't vouch for either one of them.
Southern Poverty Law Center has photos of you carrying Confederate flags. Some people say that's racist.
Well, some people say it's racist, some people don't. People in my group are Puerto Rican, blacks, Cubans. I've got a mixture.
These groups so visible now that this became a defining moment of the first debate.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
So you thought it did kind of speak to your group?
I think it did.
Other groups.
I think it did. And I think the reason why he said to, stand back and stand by was, he sees it the same way.
And like many, he fears the election could bring unrest.
Are we talking civil war? Because people say civil war in these groups all the time.
I think that's a possibility. I think it's probably a really close possibility. And though most people will try to make it a black and white thing, I don't think it's a black and white. I think it's a right and left thing.
Cal Perry joins us now from Lansing, Michigan. Cal, do we have any sense of how many of these militias are out there and who specifically is joining them?
Yeah, we do. The Southern Poverty Law Center is tracking 181 of them. There could be more, of course. Those are the ones that they have identified. As for who is joining them, I have to tell you, the coronavirus has been an absolute boost and a boon for the recruitment on these militias, especially when you listen to the way the president talks about these lockdowns as though they are a breach of liberty. That attracts a lot of people to these groups, Allison.
Cal, let's talk about the thread that links all of them. Is there one particular or central connective thread or belief that runs through all of these groups? And are all or most of them Trump supporters?
It's interesting. I would say most of them are sort of a libertarian view that they think government should not be a part of their lives. That's why you see them standing out on the streets. But no, they don't agree on a lot of things. Those armed group members we spoke to, they condemned the plot against the governor of Michigan here. They said they don't support Trump. But that said, in the past, when you have these militia groups, and most of them are libertarian, there's usually no connection to the president. There are a large number of groups who do side with President Trump, Allison.
All right, Cal Perry in Michigan, thanks so much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to To watch the latest interviews, show highlights.
Thank you very much, America. We did it! Can you believe it? I honestly kind of can't. I've never felt so alive, which is ironic because I'm not that alive. And tonight, we're not going to stand here and gloat.
Well, maybe.
We're not rubbing our victory in everybody's face.
But like just a tiny bit?
We're humbly accepting this victory.
Exactly. And I'm just gonna play a quick song on my phone.
Macho man. I've got to be a macho man. Unfortunately, there are situations in life, and this is one of them, where there must be a winner and a loser.
Helicopter picked him up. Right in his front yard, helicopter came. Remember that video where he's walking to the helicopter all by himself? No one to be around. Usually he's walking to the helicopter with a bunch of people. No one's around him this time because, you know, he had the Rona. And then he walked right up the steps. You ever see this video? He took his mask off, saluted the helicopter, and then walked right in the house, killed 4 more people.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button.
Guys, someone got someone who and some be brain a coso and to know when you alert me the bibia me catch them. I come and tell you, no matter what, trust me, you're going to hear from me. Thank you and God bless you. Bye bye.